You ready? Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. That checks out with Damon and Ted. I am Ted. That makes him Damon. I got nothing to go.
Okay. All right. So I don't really have too many stories from the week, but I did a pressure washing job that was it was a commercial job, and it's not far from a laundromat.
With you.
Okay. And what's weird is, so the owner of the laundromat, now he's going to use me for stuff too. So I got another commercial job out of that. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, I'm doing this, and you know when you're next to a laundromat and you're doing spots that don't belong to the laundromat, but you're doing parking lot, doing stuff like that, cleaning spots. It seems like everybody in that town wanted to do their laundry that morning. I got out there Saturday morning.
Sure.
And everybody wanted to park in those spots. So I had to put stuff in those spots so people don't pull in them. And then they would pull in the road, and I got my headphones on, similar to what I'm wearing now, the big old screw you headphones, like, I'm not paying attention.
I'm busy.
Right. I turn around, there's a car sitting there, somebody's staring at me, and they're waving. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? And they're like, can I park there? I said, no, I'm actually doing this parking lot. I said, there's parking on the other side of the building. They're like, oh, okay, let me tell you something. You come here and do your laundry. I got to assume this is not your first time, okay? You come here to do your laundry. No problem. That's fine.
Is this your first rodeo, sir?
But you don't realize that a building that's about 40 feet long, okay, maybe a little longer, but 40 feet long, and has a door on both sides, doesn't have parking on both sides of the building?
Right.
Okay.
Also, there's like 4 spaces on the one side?
Right.
You think that everyone using this facility is going to fit in these spaces?
Correct. So anyway, I finally, I'm like, screw it. I went out of order and cleaned those spots first and just was like, now they're done. And I just moved my stuff over. I'm like, I'm just tired of it, But I had people that like, I'm spraying a fence and they pull up next to the fence and then they look at me like I'm the problem. I'm like, hold on. Do you see this? And you see, and then this got me thinking, because what it really opened my eyes to was some interesting life choices. If you drive a $70,000 vehicle to the laundromat, okay, to take several baskets of clothes in to do your clothes, I got to feel like you might want to prioritize money a little differently.
Probably.
You know what I mean? And it's not even being ignorant. It's just you look at it and you go, wow.
I guess.
What's your time worth? I mean,
Well, that's true, but also it could be, I've had to go to the laundromat occasionally because like my stuff's broken and I'm waiting for parts.
Right. Or and I understand too, like if you have like the big blanket, I saw those people.
Yeah. I've done
the
that
big
too.
blanket where you're like, I'm going to break their machine and not my machine.
Right.
Totally get that.
There'll be a few times a year when.
Or shoes.
Big blankets.
Yeah, big blanket shoes. You're like, okay, cool. We got this. But again, so what you've decided is that you're, let's just say $1,000 a month isn't worth spending less than 1 month to get a watch. Now, and if you rent or this or that, maybe you can't. I get it. But it's one of those things where it's like life choices were made, okay, repeatedly, okay. And I was watching Mustang convertibles pull up, and I'm like, okay, maybe like you said, maybe the machines broke this and that, or maybe they got the big blanket. No, just baskets. You're like, wow. And then
I didn't. Maybe this. Let me run this one by you.
Yeah,
there was a service at one point, and it was like Uber for clothes. You would literally pay someone to pick up your clothes. They would launder
for real?
It. Yeah, they would launder it, fold it up, and bring it back to you. Yeah, and it was weird. You would just find out that they were taking. Some people were just taking it to their house and doing it, which I thought that was very disturbing.
Yeah,
but some people would literally just go to a laundromat, do the work, and then they would charge an exorbitant amount to do laundry, and then bring it back, fold it, and clean.
Really? Well, I mean, fold is the key. I think most people would pay people to fold their clothes because folding clothes sucks.
Yeah. Oh, Chuck knows.
he doesn't do it. He doesn't know. He
So,
doesn't.
yeah.
The storeroom is full of unfolded clothes.
Yeah,
okay,
that makes sense.
So, and then my other observation of this was how many people pull up, start their clothes, and then bolt. They leave.
That is weird.
That's weird to me because to me, like, especially, look, I'm a dude. If you really want to touch my drawers, good luck. Okay. But if you're a dainty female, I don't know that you want to leave your delicates and your personal belongings, okay, in a laundromat full of people that look like they want to take your delicates and your personal belongings.
People that I'm not even going to beat around the bush. They want to steal your underwear.
I was going to say, yeah, they want them panties. Okay, that's what that's what it is. Okay,
but it was a mother load, Ma.
Right. And one dude, he must have lived not far away because he came on foot, and he had a hobo bindle of clothes, which was awesome.
Classic.
I was like, you know what? Here's the deal. You made life choices, and I like them.
Yeah, this guy wins.
I like them. Okay, you might have left your Ferrari parked 3 blocks away.
Because
I'm
I'll
cool
tell
either
you.
way.
I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm.
This used to happen in college. Like people would put their laundry in and go back wherever they were in the dorm.
Right.
That buzzer buzzes. Your stuff's out.
Right.
Out.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
I wouldn't steal it, but I go put it on the table at the end of the run and be like, you figure that out.
Right. Yeah.
I came down here. I'm not waiting for someone to come back. Be like, I waited for you to come back so I could do my clothes. Nope. You put your money in. You got your money's worth. Out.
Right. Time's up.
Oh, you take my stuff out? Yeah, I put it right over there. Well, why'd you take it out? Because it was done.
Right.
And you know who wasn't done? Me. So now I'm using it. Get out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So that was at college where like you were still contained within the unit.
Right.
This is, I can't imagine going to a public laundromat,
Right.
leaving your stuff and being like, all right, deuces, yo.
Well, and so even one step farther, you got your clothes in there. You got that's your personal belongings. Okay.
Right.
You, for the most part, you got to think you're washing stuff you want to wear. Okay. It is what it is. But you went in with 5 baskets. You come out, got in your car, and left. You left 5 baskets in there too. If I'm somebody, I just got 10 baskets. You know what? I don't have enough of in my house? Laundry baskets because they break all the time.
Yeah.
They're constantly broken. Okay. I got an ogre that halfway does laundry in my house, and they break all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I think is weird. We had laundry baskets growing up, and now this is going to sound like just old men yelling at clouds. They would last for decades.
Yeah.
Now
you pull
it's
kids
like,
around in them.
well, yeah. Now it's like I just bought this laundry basket.
Yeah.
I put a sock in it.
Yeah.
It just the handle break.
I banged it off the door frame when I went through it, and it cracked in half, and all my clothes are on the floor. Yeah. No, it's really weird. It's a different kind of plastic or something. Because I remember I used to be in there. They'd put you in there and they'd pull you around the house. You know what I mean? Or they'd pick you up in there and they start swinging you around, and you're like, you do that nowadays, you're gonna kill that kid.
Yeah.
That kid's gonna die. He's gonna fall at the bottom of that basket.
Oh, it's just like everything. So, like we used to buy, you'd buy appliances once a decade.
Yeah.
Like how long you have this refrigerator? Oh, I don't know. We bought the house in '74. Now it's, well, I just moved this refrigerator in. Better start shopping for the next one.
Right. Yeah. Well, we just went through that.
Yeah.
So same way.
Right.
I will say the other one made it. I've been in the house 18 years, and I probably put it in there 1 or 2 years after I was there.
No one likes a bragger.
Yeah. But it probably made it 14, 15 years in my house. So that's solid. I put probably 19 ice makers into it.
Yeah.
So that was getting frustrating.
Yeah,
For the price of a new fridge and feeding a small third world country.
but you're not even factoring in the rest of your family.
Right. I think that was a dig at me.
That'd be a
Pretty
large
sure. Yeah.
world country.
Yeah. So here I have one more too. I saw a guy the other day that I knew was older because we're older. We're late 40s. Okay.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah. So we're there. I know some people that are they're early 50s now. You know what I mean? So
1, 2, 3s.
yeah.
All right.
So anyway, the thing that got me was I saw this guy and I go, how old is he? So I waited. They put him in a car. So I know they had his driver's license. So I went and looked. He's like 3 years older than me, but he looks 150 years older than me. So something's not right.
Yes.
Okay.
There's his odometer got wrapped.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Something happened. But here's why I knew he's older than me off the bat. He had mustache wax.
Mustache wax, you say?
Yes. Which most people won't know what mustache wax is. Okay. I totally understand.
Like he actually had it with him?
He had it.
Like you didn't
No,
see,
he had.
Oh, you saw that it was actually wax.
He had it whacked. He had it all the way out. Like his mustache. First off, if it was one
This
of the
coming from a man who gave me a 55 Thunderbird full of Deep Woods aftershave by Avon. No date on it. I assume. I mean, the Thunderbird.
Well, it's a 55 Thunderbird, so it's probably 50s.
I assume 70s for this. For this.
50s. Well, let's say 50s, 60s. It's vintage. It's vintage.
Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, it does remind me of back in the day, though. So this guy, you could tell that he had his mustache.
Yeah, so I saw the mustache wax, right? And then I started thinking, what else puts people in the same day? I had a guy tell me, seriously, he goes, I said, are your keys? He goes, yeah, I left them in there over yonder.
Well, I will say this. I get that a lot at my in-laws.
Do you?
No, they're from Mississippi.
But they're the generation
That
above
is
you.
true. They're older.
They're not your age.
Not
they're not your age.
my father-in-law is a billion years old. So yes.
Right.
Yeah.
But yonder, if you have mustache wax and you use the word yonder,
I will
you're older than
say,
me.
you go south of Kentucky, they probably still use it. At any
Probably.
age.
Yeah, like directions, and that's what how they describe where stuff is.
Just clarify, where the hell is this? Yonder you speak of?
Yeah. Well, you go down to the shed.
You
and
go
then
down.
turn.
You go down. You take a ride at the creek. See,
Right.
and then you go down. Now you know where they sell that general store where they sell that mustache wax.
Yeah.
We don't like
Right.
that down
It's
here.
over yonder. And then the last one, and this is just something because I went through the drive-through the other day to get an iced tea, and people who sit in McDonald's are definitely older than us. You know what I mean?
Like
the
I like
coffee
at one point
clutches.
McDonald's is like, well, let's just remodel these and take seats out because this is no point.
Right. They're coming in for coffee and maybe a breakfast sandwich.
We used to do that like with my parents on Saturdays. They'd go and hang out with the teachers.
Yeah.
I think in the summer it'd be McDonald's and that'd be every day. And then Saturdays during the school year is one of the fancy sitting down restaurants.
Oh, really?
They would upgrade and get toast with their coffee.
Yeah.
And then I'd always be like, is it all right if I get like a whole meal? Is toast for everyone?
Yeah, I'm not having coffee. What do I get instead of coffee?
I'm a growing boy.
Yeah,
Like,
can I have the eggs?
Yeah, can I have eggs?
Yeah.
They have one with ham, just scrambled right in. It's a couple cents more.
How's that work?
But no, it would be fun. We go down and I would just sit there and it would just listen. Like I wouldn't say anything, and they'd just hear they tell these stories. I'm like, I know those people.
Yeah.
I know who they're talking about. But my point is, it was my parents, so they were older people.
Correct. It's
And
generation
mostly it
of
would be like they would go down because they would hang out with their friends that had already their former coworkers had already retired.
Right.
That's when they would get to see them.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, but
and
now-
now it's the same people. That's all. Like
So you know what? Realistically, at that time, then that might have been your parents were us,
right.
okay, and their friends were they were the yonder people.
Well,
so I get it.
you remember the restaurant downtown? Not downtown, but up the street here where we would go and get breakfast occasionally. Not the Apple one, but the other one.
Yeah.
It's across the street from where I work now, so occasionally I'll pop in there. And it literally, I bring down the average by about 2 decades.
It's weird, ain't
2
it?
or 3 decades when I walk in.
Yeah. You need mustache wax.
Well, yeah, I
You
walk
should
in,
get some.
it's just like, no, I can walk to any table. You can put me wherever you want. I don't need to be up here by the front.
I don't need to be accessible.
I don't need to be by the front or the bathroom.
Yeah.
Wherever you want. Just
Yeah.
put me wherever you want.
Yeah. I can fit in a booth. I can fit in a
You
table.
want me to sit at this counter? I can do that.
I can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Let me sit up here by that place is great though because they have all the desserts up front. So you want to sit right up there.
Right.
Give me a fork. I'll sit right here. But no, the people that sit inside. So whether it's a McDonald's or a restaurant, it's the same thing. And you're right. I think they started remodeling that stuff because they're like, we're not making any money.
Well, McDonald's took out seats. They took out registers. Now, that's what I don't get. Like, they must be the only people showing olds how to use tablets. Because when you go to McDonald's, either that or there's one line.
No, there's a lady that
And
usually
there's
does
a lady,
it for 'em.
and there's a line that's
Yeah.
forever. And you're just like, can I just get to the other side of this tablet?
Right.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. But no, I
How
see
did
that a
you
lot.
do that magic?
I see that a lot where you go in somewhere like that and they have the tablet set up and they have this and that. And there's like one of the employees there is basically still running the register, but she's helping everybody. So, but no, so we can agree that mustache wax and the word yonder,
Yeah,
we're not that old.
No.
We're not that old. I don't know that I'll ever be that old because I think mustache wax is going to go away. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think
I would think so.
I would think that's something that's going to not see the next decade because people are who uses it. And again, this guy had a very well manicured mustache. I give him props on the to do. He did a great job, but it was like to a point. Like I think if he turned, he could cut somebody.
Oh, he tied up a damsel on the train.
Yeah, he was almost like a when the villain.
Yeah,
was like excellent.
But I can't pay the rent. But you must pay the rent.
Yes.
Did you ask him? Does anyone need to pay rent?
Does anybody pay
And
rent?
they're like, they must.
They must.
All right, I have to pay for this wax somehow, sir.
Where I have an opening. Where? Over yonder. Where? Do you have any fun stories, or would you like to go into fun facts?
Let's go into fun facts.
All right, fun facts. Here's the first fact, and I almost want to do it. I almost made this about why. The stethoscope was invented because the inventor felt uncomfortable
Yeah, it was like being up to the lady's chest.
placing his ear on a woman's bare chest to listen to her heart. What kind of loser said, "I don't want to do this"?
Oh my. That's how we have to listen to the hearts? I can't do that. I'd have to be up near her bosoms.
Yes. Meanwhile, old Paracchio's over there trying to turn the dials.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hey, you
Is
get
it-
Tokyo on this
is
thing?
that guy? Is he playing radio dial? What is he doing?
What's he doing there?
He don't even have his ear by it. What is he doing?
That guy's not even a doctor.
How do you get a motorboat from a stethoscope? I don't understand.
Sir, her heart is not that low.
I don't understand, sir. It's just so weird.
I would tell you to come back up, but you're not doing good stuff
Yeah.
up there either.
Yeah. So what's wild is he was uncomfortable. I'm now uncomfortable from watching you.
Right.
Now do this.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, your mustache wax is poking me.
I just don't like you. I guess I don't know. I don't.
So-
So he's not comfortable putting his head there,
Yeah.
but he's totally comfortable full on palming like right in the middle there.
So here's my deal. I just, this just popped in my head, and I think this is where I would go. If I'm this guy, okay, I go, you're right, I don't feel comfortable doing that. But I've invented this hand lotion that if I put it on my hand, I can feel your heartbeat. And then I would go in that way first, right? I would not create a foot-long tube that I have to put in my ears, okay? My ears get no pleasure of this says of a woman's bare chest.
I could totally see you. You know, like I need to take a deep breath, and again, and again, and one more time.
Now say my name softly.
And again, and this time hold it. All right, let it out. Like, wow, that's a thorough investigation.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is that all of his peers were like, bro,
Yeah.
now we all have to use this.
Way to go, dick. Yeah.
Well, Randall uses a tube that his face hasn't been in my bosoms for years.
Right. Yeah. But no, I was like, what a loser. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, hey, I don't feel right doing this. You don't have to.
Right.
Feel left. Put your left ear on it. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. Put something on it. It's fine.
Yeah, I remember the first, I get it. Well, they figured out a way for cleanliness and better lighting, better washing your hands.
Right.
I didn't feel comfortable
Yeah.
putting my ear straight to the chest.
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
I do. Listen, I watch you and Jeremy hug my wife. You guys are really comfortable.
You know, they have animal doctors. You can go do that if you
I was going
want.
to say, yeah. You mean
Oh, that
udders?
is true. At the football game a couple weeks back.
Yeah. She was up on a step. Yeah.
I wasn't wearing a hat. It was windy.
Yeah.
And she was like, do you need me to warm your ears up? And I'm like, well, I don't know what's happening here,
Yeah.
but I'm listening.
But you have my attention, unlike
Well,
Mac
I
in a
walked
podcast.
up. I walked up. She gave me a hug, and then she was sitting next to another, one of your friends.
Yeah.
And I was, are we doing this? Is that what we're doing? But her friend was not.
Yeah.
Was not on board.
We all hugging?
Yeah,
What are we
all
doing?
hugging?
Yeah.
I'm stopping at that guy,
Yeah.
but I'll get a couple in on the way.
Meanwhile, I'm
Over.
over there going, I'm all excited.
What are we doing here?
When's it my turn? So, okay. Let's just, one more time. He felt,
One more time.
yeah, we're not going to celebrate because he felt uncomfortable to use that word. Why did you create the stethoscope? I felt
Hey
uncomfortable.
everyone, I've got a wonderful invention. What does it do? It takes our faces out of the bosoms. I vote no.
No one saw Andrew ever again after that. It was gone.
Where's the medical board? We need to deny this.
I was going to say, yeah, this cannot be approved. Yeah, this cannot be approved. All right, here's my second
It'd
one.
be like if a gynecologist invented the telescope.
Yeah. What are you doing? I can't.
From the other room.
Yeah, I can't be that close.
I'm looking at your stuff from here.
Yeah, he's got the two solo cups and a string. It's like, okay, I think you're missing the point here.
Dum, dum,
Yeah.
dum, dum, dum.
All right, the world's most expensive perfume, Clive Christian.
Does it come in a 55 Thunderbird?
It does not.
Oh, all right.
It does not. I know for a fact that is not
Oh,
expensive.
yeah.
'cause I purchased
$2.99.
it.
Yes. All right.
First off, I believe it was discounted from that. But anyway,
Yeah. Is that the sticker that's missing up here?
probably. Yeah. Yeah. It was free 30. Anyway.
You betcha.
But it says it's the number one. It costs $143,000 for 30 milliliters. But now get this part, and it comes in a flask studded with 2,000 diamonds.
Well, maybe the price is going for the flask.
I was gonna say,
Can I get it in a Ziploc?
right?
How much does that cost?
Okay, if I put it in my back, okay, if I put it in a $700,000 car, you know how much this cost? $704. Okay.
BYOF.
Yeah.
Brought my own flask.
Bring your own flask.
What is it costing me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You can bring your
just empty that out.
Thunderbird, your T-Bird.
Chug
Yeah.
it and
Fill it up. But it says, but for that to be like, oh man, it's so expensive. Dude, 2,000 diamonds. Okay.
Yeah.
Now they're handling it with gloves. Okay. You don't have to take it out of that bottle.
right.
Okay. You want to know what's worth 143,000? That bottle.
Yeah.
Okay. The contents mean nothing. You could put Mountain Dew in there.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it
This
is.
is some expensive dew.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what it is. Okay. So, but yeah, it's the world's most expensive perfume. So, and 30 milliliters, I don't really know my milliliters. I don't know how that is in like fluid ounces. If that's got to be, it's less than a water bottle.
Well, a can of soda
Yeah. It's how many milliliters?
is 350.
So it's like a tenth. It's
Yeah.
like 10% of a can
Yeah.
of pop.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'll pass. 143 grand. In case you're wondering. Okay.
It is literally and gone.
Yeah. Okay. Here's my next fun fact. And I want you to read it because I just want to see your response.
All right.
All right.
Did you know this tribe in Ethiopia walks on stilts to avoid being attacked by wild animals?
Yeah.
They are literally like a foot off the ground.
They're a foot off the ground. Okay.
If I'm a wild animal, I'm just taking the stilt out.
So I'm going to sweep the leg, Johnny.
Right.
Okay. But secondly, what I'll do is
Get a body bag.
I will go. You know what I'll do? I will befriend a beaver. I will befriend something that's
I just feel
a
like
woodpecker.
They learn the trick where like one of them stands in front, the other one bends down behind them, and
and they just push. They just push.
Yeah, and you could probably roll. You could probably roll an armadillo into these guys and knock them down like a bowling.
I can't believe you've never been Ethiopian tipping before. You know, it's like, what are we doing? Hey,
because they're not in those like parade stilts where they're 15 feet in the air. They are literally like a foot off the ground.
yeah, they're not very high at all.
Not even the ones like painters use to go around and paint the top of those tall ceilings.
Yeah.
Just
so I don't understand, but it says, but they walk on stilts to avoid being attacked by wild animals. Now, I got news for you. If there was a lion, I don't know that these stilts.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to clippity-clop away from that lion.
Right. I think you're better off on foot.
Right.
Trying to run from that lion. You know what you got to do? You just got to outrun that guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to outrun everybody.
The people over in chat are like, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We're good over here.
We're good. We're going to stay on foot. You know why? They're going to be full by the time we get to us. Yeah. You know what they're doing? They're eating with chopsticks.
They're going to be slow. Yeah, that's true.
They're eating with chopsticks.
Yeah.
All right. That's really what's happening right now. Is they're having Ethiopian food and they're using it's like a fusion.
Yeah. Did you guys know they use chopsticks over here? No. But
No,
we're going to
not
do
at all.
it.
Yeah. The lions do. The lions use them. But yeah, like you said, they're a foot off the ground. You're not getting away from anything and you're moving slower.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not even. You're not.
Oh, are they like? I just need to get by here.
Yeah.
Let me just step right through here.
You know what I picture though? I picture all of them like there's a whole pasture of sleeping lions. You know, just while, and they have to creep over them in their stilts.
And then
and you're like, just over.
I'm just gonna squeeze.
One of them, their car keys dangle down and swipes the ear. Huh? You know, he sits up and you're like, shh.
They're on stilts. I'm not sure they have cars.
Yeah.
Why do you even carry those keys, Kevin?
I got stilts. I don't have car money. I got stilts.
I spread it all at the laundromat.
Dude, and I swear, if I see a guy in stilts walking up with a basket of clothes,
you've made life decisions.
I'm going to be like, you have made life decisions. Okay.
He's got two hands on his stilts, but so he's got like his hobo bindle just like balanced on his shoulder.
Right.
Like, that's a pretty trick you got there.
I got 99 problems, but a hobo bindle ain't one of them. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, but I never thought about that. You're going to make life choices. I'm going to see you at the laundromat with your basket. All right, here's my last fun fact. This might be the only animal that might be affected by these guys getting on stilts. A woman in Australia noticed that her microwave in her kitchen had moved. When she looked behind it, she discovered two pythons mating.
Whoa, those aren't socks at all. Like, hey, we're about to bound chicken. We got to push out some room here.
Yeah, brown chicken, brown cow. We got to move this microwave. We got to move this microwave. So, yeah. What is it?
Hey, Helen, this microwave's in the way. Just letting you know.
You just hear Dire Straits start, and you're like, what do we got? We have microwave ovens.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's what install
microwave ovens. Yeah.
Custom kitchen delivery.
So if you're in Australia, we were just talking about this yesterday too. Australia, they have the spiders, like where it looks like it's snowed and it's just spider webs.
Right.
That would freak me out. Yeah. Okay. But imagine you're like, look.
If I'm sitting there in the dining room and I can see the kitchen and I see the microwave and hear like the squeal as it moves.
Yeah.
Which looks to be a foot and a half away from the back wall. I'm like, and we're out.
Yeah. First off, is your first thought snake bang? You know what I mean?
My first thought is flamethrower.
Right. I cleaned it.
I don't know what's behind there. It's getting flamed.
Yeah, so I did. I washed it with gasoline and dried it with a road flare. And we are good. We are
call
all
that
good.
woof.
Yeah. Woof. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. So, but it's like, but my hot chocolate was in there. I don't care. I don't care the microwave was on.
Can I tangent on microwave for a minute?
Absolutely.
Have I told you about the work microwave?
No.
Okay.
Does it smell like fish?
No.
Okay.
So and no one likes a bragger.
Yeah.
We have a downstairs break room and we have an upstairs break room.
Oh.
Right.
Hoity-toity. Tell this with your pinky out.
I get an email that says, I don't know if the IT department has done something to the microwave, or maybe it just has lost its power over thermodynamics because I put coffee in there. No, I don't know if this coffee has lost the powers of thermodynamics, but I put it in the microwave. It does not warm up. So I go in there. I'm like, first off, what does this have to do with IT?
Right.
Right. I go in and get a
Did you
couple.
try turning it off and back on?
Well, I did. I
Okay.
unplugged it, plugged it back in. Step one. Grabbed a cup of water, put it in there, let it run for 2 minutes, open it up. Did not even finger right in. Ice cold. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Email is correct. So I go and report that. Yeah, that thing's busted. What are you going to do about it? I did the thing I'm going to do about it. I confirmed your email, and I told you it's busted.
Yeah.
Cut to 2 people lining up at the door to the IT office. Hey, the microwave's broken. Oh, yeah, I just found out.
Read your group email.
I just found out. Well, why couldn't we have been told yesterday so I didn't bring a hot lunch that I have to warm up today? And I was like, if I had time travel, I wouldn't waste it on your sandwich.
I just found out. When did you pack your lunch?
I found out 45 minutes ago. If you found out within the 45 minutes, that's on me.
Yeah, you live an hour away from here. There's no way
If you packed that lunch this morning, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Right? So then it was suggested, why don't we swap the upstairs microwave? And when I say microwave, I'm not talking about a counter microwave. I'm talking like under the counter, like built in.
Yeah.
Like over the stove.
Like handyman, not IT guy.
Right.
Understood.
Why don't we swap those? And I said, why don't we swap the control panel first? Because that's probably what's out. Why don't we swap the innards?
Same microwave?
That's what I was told. I go upstairs, take the vent part off, and I'm like, well, son, God, these are different screws. This is not the same microwave. Sure enough, it's like ZXL 5W, and the one downstairs is EXL 8W, right?
Ooh, okay.
So they're close.
Yeah.
They close. They ain't the same, right? And I go, at this point, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I look, and there's different mounting screws and everything, the faceplate screws.
Yeah, you're done.
And I'm like, I'm done. I go down there. Days later, where are we on that microwave? I've been telling people to go upstairs and use that microwave.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
We give directions.
To the point where now people are like, did the microwave get fixed? I'm like, no, but there's just one upstairs. I don't want to go. And I was like, you don't have to eat up there. You can come back down to the other room if that's what you want. But if you want hot dish, either you cook it and leave it outside or you take it in the microwave.
So what's weird is, remember how you said I didn't tell you ahead of time? You know now.
Yeah.
Don't bring yourself a hot lunch.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
If you have gone under the assumption that someone in this building is an appliance repairman, and you made a lunch on that assumption, that's on you.
Yeah, that's on you. Guess who's eating cold hot dogs, Tina? Yeah, that's
I
happening.
had $1
Yeah.
for everyone. There's 2 Tinas at my work, by the way.
Yeah.
If I had $1 for everyone that has come up to me and said, why isn't the microwave fixed? And I've told them because I am not a appliance repair person, I have about $25.
You have a shitload of dollars.
Yeah, I have a lot of dollars. I have way more dollars than you would expect.
I can buy hot lunch.
Do you know what
I can get a hot fresh lunch.
IT did today? We put a mailbox in the front of the building.
Did you?
Information technology.
Yeah.
From 1885. Next, we're going to put out a stop for the Pony Express right out front.
All right.
Anyway, so that was my microwave story. You triggered that. I could have told that at the top of the hour. Forgot about it.
No, it's all right.
Until we had Snake Bang.
All right. Now, yeah, because that's not my first thought.
What? Snake Bang.
Snake bang. I hear snake bang.
Snake Bang.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think your hot chocolate's done.
Yeah.
I think your hot chocolate's done. All right. It's like, I'm not going over there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going over there.
It's a python pylon behind the microwave. Everybody steer clear.
All right. I want you to read the There Goes My Hero this week. I'm having fun just showing you stuff. You can read the top and then read it.
My kid's goldfish died, and I didn't have the heart to tell him. So they put up a sign on a telephone pole that says, "Missing goldfish, answers to," in quotations, Larry. "Do not chase. May become aggressive. 15-cent reward."
Yes.
Phone number is 123-456-7890.
Somebody did the number up on there real good.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah.
Answers to
Larry. But here's the deal. Now, it's almost worth going to the store and buying a $4 goldfish just to show up at this person's door and be like, "Hey, I found him." Just because they're done with the fish tank. They don't want the fish tank no more.
It's worth getting a dozen of them and being like, I said Larry, these all showed up.
Yeah. Larry lineup.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
these are all Larry.
We're going to put them against the wall. You tell me which one looks like yours. You got little marks made. Look, this one's almost 3 inches tall. What is this? Is this your one? Is this your fish? So, but yeah, to be like, I didn't have the heart to tell the kid that it died, so it ran away. You don't think? Well, I don't care.
So
what
now this kid, if you give him another goldfish, is going to like start scooping it out and trying to take him in the backyard.
Right. Yeah. What'd you do? I took him for a walk. He's not alive anymore. Why?
Well, if I knew that Larry could have gone down the slide, I would have gone with him.
Right. Right. but then to say, do not chase. It's not a fear. I don't think
Right.
I've been chased goldfish.
Yeah.
And then maybe become aggressive. If you had a goldfish that was aggressive and he's gone,
So they're doing this
good riddance.
to appease the child.
Correct.
Mommy, what does aggressive mean? Oh, it gets real. You know what? Let's shred this. Start again.
Yeah. That's not supposed to be out.
Yeah. Yeah. Larry's dead. That's just. I'm not doing this again. We're just.
Now, I have read this once already.
Do I need to read this one too?
I want you to read
Oh,
this
here
one
we
too.
go.
You don't need to read. You don't need to read the bottom where there's an actual comment about it. But you can read the top, and then you need to read. I'm gonna tell you right now. This might be one of the funnest things. If you believe 100% in AI, good luck.
I'm reading the top part.
Yeah, read the top part and then read the
All
thing.
right. So everyone knows what's going on. A bot wrote this obituary, and I am losing my mind. That is what I'll read. That's the title so
Right.
far. Brenda Tent retired from living at the. All right, that's already. I like it.
Retired from living.
Retired from living at the age of old, surrounded by family and natural causes. A librarian from birth, Brenda was an avid collector of dust. She had a sweetheart and married her high school. She loved having hobbies and helping her sons to be disadvantaged youths. She had no horses, but thought she did. The church gave her a choir because she sang like a bird and looked like a bird, and Brenda was a bird. She owed us so many poems. The funeral will be held in 1977 at Heaven. In lieu of flowers, send Brenda more life.
So, if you think AI is the way to go,
And Brenda is a bird.
but let's just go back. She retired from living. Okay, that is the best way to put that
my
ever.
brain already was like, this isn't right.
Yeah.
Like, brain was like, don't read that sentence. It's not right.
At the age of
Old.
yeah.
She retired from living at the age of old,
Yeah.
everybody. She
Yeah.
was an avid collector of dust.
Dust.
Because she was a librarian from birth.
Yeah, from birth. But it said, yeah, she loved having hobbies and helping her sons to be disadvantaged youth. I don't understand that that's a hobby. She had no horses, but she thought she did. Wow. Yeah, no, when you read stuff like this, again, it's a bot, okay? That's why, like, we've even switched over at work to some AI stuff where, like, if people message you and you're not there, you don't have to get your voicemail. It'll transcribe it.
Right.
Does anybody, you ever read a transcribed phone message?
Yeah.
Okay. It's never, first off, I might be Deborah. Okay. I might be David. I might be, there's 20 different names that start with D that it'll just throw out. That's who it is. It'll say, hey, Deborah. Well, they said Damon, but okay. You know, Damon's not really an option. It's not a popular option for AI to pick up.
Hi, David.
Yeah. So immediately that's what it is. Now, what I found recently is it likes to mess up phone numbers when it transcribes phone numbers.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So like, you're like, it's like 1353 and it's like 0353. Okay. They said 1. Then you play the voicemail back and you're like,
Well, it starts with an O.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah. I
same.
can't tell how many times I've gotten the transcription and been like, well, I got to listen to it anyway.
Yeah, I know. You do it and you're like, okay, look, I can't listen right now, so I'll just read it. And you read it and you're like, I have no idea what this is.
She was a libertarian. Well, that changes everything.
Oh, understood. But yeah, so again, I'm assuming this is just a test, okay?
Yeah.
That there really wasn't a Brenda Tent, okay? I'm hoping, okay? But I will tell you that
Yeah, her
if,
name was probably Brenda Yurt.
yeah,
We don't understand yurt. Tent. Please
Tent.
put in tent.
Tent.
We are a robot.
But like I've said, my phone has put the Hanks. My phone has put all kinds of stuff. It does what it does. It's not accurate. It's not true. Is he shopping?
Yeah, what are you buying over there?
What are you buying?
It just looks like a piece of metal nailed to a board.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, at least we're honest about it.
Better deal on it.
He's
It's
trying
what?
to find a better deal on this.
I'm
piece
looking
of
for a
metal.
better deal on this wood board.
Yeah, nailed to a board. I'm trying to find a better deal. So please help me.
Trying to find a better deal on the snake bang.
Yeah, and I like it's behind the microwave. And by the way, the one downstairs. That's where the snakes can bang at your
Yeah,
work downstairs. They're not gonna break the
They can
microwave.
bang in the microwave.
They
It
can
doesn't
bang in the
work.
microwave.
Doesn't heat
It's
up.
never gonna happen.
Maybe they'll heat it up.
All right. Now,
No, Mac used to have a microwave, just so you know.
you know how long it's been since we've
Correct.
done TCO of the week?
That's been a while.
A long time.
Yeah.
So I have one, because again, this is an actual job application submitted to McDonald's in guess what state?
Florida.
Correct. And they hired him for his honesty. All right, are we ready?
We are ready.
Name, Jeremy Skit. Sex, not yet, but I'm waiting for the right person.
Bazinga.
Okay, right. Desired position, reclining. Haha, but seriously, whatever's available. If I was in a position to be picky, I wouldn't be applying here in the first place.
It's honest.
Okay, that is a solid answer. That's a solid. If I'm McDonald's, I hire him right there. Okay, yeah, you don't want to work here? Neither do we.
You're right.
Okay, neither do we.
You fit right in, jerk.
Desired salary, $185,000 a year, plus stock options, and a Michael Ovitz-style severance package. I don't know what that means. If that's not possible, make an offer and we can haggle. Education, yes. Okay, I'm not hiring you after that. Okay, let's see here. Last position held. Target for middle management, hostility. Instead of probably hospitality, he put hostility. So I was in Target and I was in middle management and it was very hostile.
So far, this all checks out.
Right. Most notable achievement, my incredible collection of stolen pens and Post-it notes. Okay, guy's a thief. Okay, you know what it's going to be now? Happy Meal toys, okay, and French fries while he's on the clock. Reason for leaving? It sucked. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, 3 times that he said stuff where he said his desired position, his sex, and that right there, it sucked. I'm probably going to hire him. I don't need to read any
sounds
longer.
like your kind of guy.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't need to read any longer. Preferred hours: 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. My man's got a full-time availability. You know what I mean? Maybe contact your current employer. If I had one, would I be here? This guy's got balls.
He makes a point.
This guy's got balls. Have you ever been convicted of a felony? I don't know if I can read this one. I'm going to read it.
All right. I just know if you didn't know the words.
No. Is felony sex with a cat? Because if it is,
whoa,
no. So that's what he put. You ever had physical conditions which prohibit you from lifting up to 50 pounds? Of what? That is solid. 50 pounds of what? Are we talking French fries? Are we talking feathers? That used to be the great. What weighs more, 50 pounds of feathers or 50 pounds of lead?
Talking about bodies? What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we talking about? Do you have a car? I think the more appropriate question is,
Did this guy recently buy skates?
oh.
Anyway, does he have a car?
I think the more appropriate question here would be, do you have a car that runs? I don't understand that comeback. That was really dumb. Have you received any special awards or recognition? This one's solid. I may already be a winner of Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes. Listen, yeah, I may. Did you win anything? I might have. Did you say I didn't? You can't say I didn't.
At this point, I don't know. I haven't.
I was going to say, you can't prove I didn't.
The envelope says I could be a winner.
I could be a winner. Okay. Look, in life, I am a winner, but I could be a winner of this too. Do you smoke? only when set on fire. Solid.
I knew that was coming.
Solid. That's a dad joke. I got to think old Jeremy here. He's a little bit older than what we give him credit. What would you like to be doing in 5 years? Living in Bimini with a fabulously wealthy supermodel who thinks I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. Actually, I'd like to be doing that now. Do you certify the above is true and complete the best of your knowledge? No, but I dare you to prove otherwise. Wow. Sign here, Scorpio.
I'm just going to say, I bet he could have just signed Scorpio and they would have taken him.
Yeah.
And the rest of this is just they turn it into a story, but like, we didn't even read it.
Yeah, we didn't read it.
He filled answers in and signed it.
My man said he didn't want to work here. He said it sucked. Yeah. He was in hostility. This is right. He should go to Waffle House.
Yeah.
You're in hostility.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anyway, but it says it's an actual job application submitted and they hired him for his honesty.
I like suddenly they get a call from, Ronald from right downtown Chicago. Hey guys, we got to talk.
Yeah.
Sounds cool and all. Scorpio's got to go. He sounds more like a Wendy's dude.
You know what's weird? Is they're probably like, look, we read his thing. We would have hired him too. Okay. But now that he's here, he's got to go.
He's got to go.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
He's got to go. He didn't need to answer half those questions. Right. Okay. He didn't need to answer half of them. So yeah. What's that old Jeremy Maguire? You had me at hello. What's your name? Jeremy. You're hired. You're hired.
He is out with the olds at the kiosk, just causing chaos.
Yeah.
He's doing kiosk chaos.
And he wants fries with that. You know,
Because
the other
suddenly, like, old people are just getting trays full of, like, lukewarm coffee and just stacks of cheese.
yeah, but he's probably
Because
the
he's
guy.
just like, yo, this is what you want. This is how you do it. Add cheese, add cheese,
Right.
add cheese, add
Oh,
cheese, add cheese.
You want extra pickles? All right. He comes
I
out with
got
a 55-gallon bucket, and he's like, here you go.
Do you ever see those things where they're like, please give, like, on their special, like, order tickets, they're like, please give me the maximum amount of pickles that you are allowed to give me without getting in trouble. You know, like a hot dog will come out and it just looks like it got, like, just murdered by a pickle. It's just, like, just covered in pickles.
No. Is that a real thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could be like the dude works there and he sent it into the place he works
Right,
and they brought it out
right.
for fun. But yeah, there's pictures of literally like, you know, like pizzas that are
You're
just
like, I think there's a hot dog
covered
under
with-
there.
With,
Yeah.
Pizza's just covered with olives or whatever. And it's like, what are you doing?
It's great dead to me. Olives are gross, man. All right. Now that we've hired old Jeremy, all right, let's do a strange story. Let's end with a strange story.
Strange stories.
Reach out.
I don't know how to
Dave, how you doing?
I don't know how to read this title, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, okay. You want to sound it out?
Yeah. Otter drags child underwater, bites mother in Washington.
Okay. let me break this down.
Yeah.
Did the otter bite its own mother? Did he bite the child's mother? And I've been with a lady. I've never seen their Washington.
What's a Washington?
Right.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of that before.
I have no idea. I've shown people my Lincoln, but I don't know what a Washington
You should be
is.
with your stinking too.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever? Is that a new thing?
I don't
Is
know.
that like that skibbity toilet thing? Is this
Yeah.
what's a Washington? Should we call your kids and find out? My kids wouldn't know. Would your kids know?
You betcha. So I have no idea.
Yeah.
But,
Is this like?
but that's the actual title.
Is
You
this
can
for
see it.
Riz? Is this one of those things
Yeah.
again?
But it doesn't like comma Washington. It just it,
Yeah.
it you know it's
Otter drags child underwater, bites mother in Washington.
right.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. Otter's
do
mom?
otter moms have Washingtons?
Otter moms.
I've never.
Oh, I bet you that's where
See, that's where
that's where otter babies come
that's
from.
where I don't
from
have
the Washingtons.
Yeah, I don't have.
Yeah. So
Woo! All right.
yeah. Well, let me get a good look at that Washington. I made a stethoscope.
Yeah, I made it sound good.
Let me get a good-
I don't want to get near your Washington.
Yeah, let me get a good look at that Washington.
I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah. By the way, Washington, the key word is wash. We're going to need you to do that a lot more.
What kind of sound does it make?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this little disc. You hold the disc. I'm going to
Right.
put these in my ears.
I'm going to put my ear to your Washington. And then,
Hey, you hear the ocean?
you betcha.
No, but all right.
All right. I'm not going there.
I know. I was looking at a T, and you're like, no,
No, I'm not going
You,
there.
I literally, you like waved off that sign, like no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Battle
Nope.
on the docks.
Nope.
The
Wait,
otter-
you said docks?
Yeah, the
All right.
the otter incident happened in Bremerton, Washington. Okay, so it's the state. All right.
Okay.
All right. So it says on September 12th.
Why does it matter?
I don't know. But it says on September 12th.
Otter pulls the child underwater, bites mother.
Yeah.
Why do we care?
You want to know the only way I want to know where it is? If it's Florida. That's the only way that I want to know where it is.
But I
If
don't.
it's Florida,
it
then
adds
I go.
nothing to the story except confusion.
It does nothing. It does nothing for the story whatsoever.
Especially
But-
because they're gonna spell it out in the bottom part here.
Right.
All right. Anyway,
But it says on September 12th, an unnamed mother and her child were on a morning walk on the docks of Bremerton.
that's weird going through your whole life without a name.
Right. Yeah. Who's that? Don't know.
Don't know.
Parents never
Never
gave her
had
a
a
name. Never gave her a name. Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, you wrote in with the mother with no name.
Yeah. So it says suddenly, this is like we were waiting.
Yeah,
Suddenly,
suddenly.
a river otter emerged from the water and clambered onto the dock. And it wasn't there to be cute and cuddle.
You can see that river otter like twisting its waxed mustache.
Yeah.
Like
They have
finally.
They do have mustaches. So you're right. You know what?
And it cut to like it's a not talkie movie. So it cut to like the screen where it's just all black and the white word suddenly came up. And then the otter like burst out.
Says the otter promptly attacked the young child. It grabbed the child and yanked them off the dock. Once the child was in the water, the otter pushed them under the surface, seemingly intending to drown the child. You sure this wasn't a kangaroo? Because that's what they do. Okay. As it did so, the otter scratched the child several times and bit them on the head. That's the least of your worries.
Yeah.
You need oxygen. I can bleed from wherever I have to as long as I have air. Okay. It's not like the mother watched helplessly on the dock, though. She immediately began to try to rescue her kid. How? It doesn't say she jumped in.
What I like is like, hey, help! He's bleeding. Where? Oh, under the water.
Yeah.
Second problem, lady. Let's go in order of
Right.
order of operations.
Okay, look, let's refocus. So they're on the dock. They're talking about this. Meanwhile, the kid is underwater for minutes. And they're like, okay, so you have two problems.
Yeah.
We need to back it up.
I need you to go in first. I need to protect my Washington.
Right? Yeah. My Washington will get infected if I get that water. I cannot. There's no way.
There's blood in that water. Can you see it?
Yeah. So it says, luckily, the child broke free from the otter. What kind of scumbag parent do you have that you're like, my only chance of survival is to break free from this wild animal while my mother describes me bleeding on the dock to strangers?
Maybe she's in jeans.
Oh.
She's just reaching her hand out. Just reach my hand, Jimmy.
Yeah. Reach for my hand. That's my strong hand. Yeah, it's not how it works. It says
just covered in mashed potato.
Great visual. Great visual. Luckily, the child broke free, right? It says the mother grabbed him and then started helping the child out of the water. So she never got in the water.
Wearing jeans.
Yeah. You know what? If you're gonna go for a walk on the dock at Washington, in Washington State, you cannot be in a Canadian tuxedo. Okay, you cannot do that.
Walking on the dock of the bay, wearing Levi's. Yeah, no. If I see a wild animal take my child into the water, there's not a splash before I'm in there after it.
Right.
Not like, I'm going to see how this plays out.
You know what's weird? Because I weigh more, I probably beat them into the water.
Right.
Like it gets in there and it's like, how'd you get there so fast?
What weighs more, 50 pounds of my child or 50 pounds of Damon?
Yeah. Plus the other 200 that go with it.
However, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to see how this plays out.
Right.
I'm not going to get in there. I'm going to give them a chance.
You know what?
This is how they learn.
Yeah. How did you learn how to swim? All right. Did your mom throw you in the water? Not necessarily.
No.
Not necessarily.
No. She was on the dock, though.
She was on the dock.
Stood there and watched.
Yeah.
Didn't even cheer me on, really.
So as she pulled the child onto the dock, the otter sank its teeth into her arm. Okay. Least of your worries. Okay. What are you going to do? You're going to bleed on your jeans? Yeah. Okay. That's okay. They're not wet. You're fine. With the child safely on dry land, the mother and child escaped along the dock. Yet the otter wasn't ready to let them go without first chasing after them for a short while. How fast do otters really move?
That I don't know. Mac,
no.
You got anything on that?
Do you guys feel like stilts would have came in handy here? What if you're on stilts?
That's a good point.
Huh?
That's a good point.
How's an otter going to get you when you're on stilts?
And you could just use it as a bat.
Oh, yeah. Right. I understand.
Knock that otter right back in the river.
Yeah. But it says neither the mother nor the child received serious injuries. You want to know what the child received? Trauma. Yeah. For the rest of his life.
Literally.
Okay? I'm going to tell you right now.
Psychological torture.
I don't have PTSD because I've never done anything cool whatsoever or bad. That bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, maybe, if I'm being 100% honest, maybe from when I was in the hospital, I have thoughts where you think back and you go, oh, that really sucked. Right? But never with an otter. And my mom is like basically going, don't do that.
Hey, I moved the snakes out of the way. I'm going to put this in the microwave. It takes about 5 minutes. You know what else takes 5 minutes? My mom direct me drowning by an otter.
Yeah. You want to know what's worse than snake bang? An otter drowning you. So
hey, Ma, can you wait a minute? I waited about 4, but can you hang on a minute for a second?
And you know how long I can hold my breath?
Yeah.
Otter taught me. Yeah. Who taught you how to swim? An otter. Yeah, an otter. You know, now here's the deal.
Tell me, top fight for my life? Same otter.
If this guy has a jug band, okay, I'm totally down with him. I'm cool.
He literally is the lead singer of the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Oh yeah, he was. He had to have been. Yeah.
River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Yeah, but that was a bear, wasn't it? That was a bear. It wasn't an otter. So I'm thinking more like Emmett.
No,
he put a hole in the wash tub.
There was a snake involved. There was the one dude that had the hat. You couldn't see his eyes. He was playing.
You want to know how you get him back? You put a hole in the wash tub and you throw it in the water, and the otter's like, I got to play this now. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because ain't no hole in the wash tub.
And then you trade the
toolbox to get that back
for some fabric.
Correct. Right. And then
ain't no hole in the wash tub.
Yeah. By the way, if you don't know what this is, you're dead to us. You are dead to us forever.
First time we were agreeing, probably this century.
I will tell you right now, people that came to your comedy show a couple weeks ago know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
they get just as excited as we do. Yeah. It's very cool. So it says, not the first otter attack. While it might seem bizarre, it doesn't. It does. You know what seems bizarre? A mother watching.
Yeah, a mother going, hey, is this the place where those otters attack? I'm gonna risk it.
No risk it, no biscuit.
That's right.
That's how it goes. You know?
Are we getting biscuits? No, it's just a saying.
Yeah. But they're not.
The biscuit is not getting mauled by, where'd you go?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I wasn't alone a minute ago.
Where's that kid I brought down? I wasn't alone a minute
ago. And why
is
that water so violent?
Yeah. So it says, for instance, an otter attacked a man and his dog in Florida in September of 23. Okay.
Oh, well, they thought they were safe. They're geographically totally on the other angle than the dangle, so they thought they were fine.
But in this case, however, the otter was confirmed to be rabid. So they're rabid.
No injuries. Got a bite from the otter. They're fine.
Yeah. The man received 41 bites in the attack. I got to think 41 otter bites, that's got to hurt a little. Okay?
Yeah, I'd say, anywhere over 35, you probably start to feel it.
That Bucky, he's a real ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a real ass. So the guy normally has a gas station. Now all of a sudden he wants to bite me. But it says a month earlier, a river otter attacked 3 women who were floating on inner tubes. Now I can see that happening. We know people like where we came from, where they go tubing.
Yeah.
They put alcohol in the tube with them, and they get on the river and they float down. And I have no idea how they get a car. They have a car parked somewhere else. I guess whatever they drive back, however it works, it is what it is. Because generally rivers flow one way.
Right.
Okay. You don't go, oh, now it's time to go back.
Time to go back. Everyone, where's the reverse button?
Yeah. So, but it says all 3 of them sustained injuries. 1 woman had to be airlifted to a hospital. Could you imagine? You're floating down the river, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, there's a helicopter.
Yeah.
Why? Otter bites.
Otter bites.
Otter bites. Okay. How do you fill that out on the report? How does the medevac? Okay, isn't that what they're called?
It's a
right?
code, Washington.
It's a code. Totally gnarled upper Washington. It's insane.
Gnarled upper Washington.
Gnarled Washington. Okay. He either sounds like a mayor of Chicago,
Yeah, I feel like that's our
or
Yeah.
or
the
or the title of
Gnarled Washington.
or the. You say Arnold? I did not. I said gnarled. Said gnarled. Okay.
I'd prefer to be that nameless woman than in this story.
Yeah.
You described it as gnarled.
Yeah. So, what's your middle name? Fabulous. Gnarled Fabulous Washington? Really? Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
but
Yes, medevac, right.
Yeah, but why do otters attack? Well, assuming the animal doesn't have rabies, it could be because of their protective nature. What are they protecting of the
This is
dock?
my river. Yeah. Get out of my river. Like, I would be like, if I could get the lawyer from last week, this animal took my child into his river.
You know what's weird? What if they just hate like denim? It's like mom's got to stop wearing jeans. You know, you're just provoking it.
We told you not to wear jeans down here, lady.
You're provoking it.
We told you what would happen. Yoink.
Yeah. Yoink. I yoinked your son, and then I gnarled your Washington. All right? Just letting you know right now. This is bad for you on so many levels. And when those jeans get wet, you're going to hate life. Okay? So, you take your gnawed son and your gnarled Washington, and you get the hell out of here. So, it does sound like the mayor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Was it Harold?
Harold
Washington. Yeah, I remember that. So, it says, let's see here.
I'm sure he's remembered. In such
the
a
last
fashion.
sentence. If you'd like to read more about that and other horrendous animal behavior, I really don't want to. Check out our articles on 7 animals that are verified a-holes. I may get that for a future reference.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that the otter. So if it's just protecting, what's it protecting?
Right.
You know what I would have done? I would have grabbed the otter's kid, pulled it up on the dock, and started gnarling it. It's Washington.
Nope, not.
You know what I mean?
No kids. Washingtons were gnarled in the making of the story.
You don't know that. You honestly don't know that.
That's what I'm sticking
These
with.
animals can be a-holes. So right here. Right here. Where can they find us, Dad?
Well, you can find us running away from PETA, apparently.
Yeah.
You can find us at ThatChecksOut.net, all the socials at ThatChecksOut, WDT. Damon and Ted here at Audio Eye Podcasting Studio. Come down and talk to Brian. Set up your own podcast. He's getting busy. You probably can't get a slot in here, but he'll have you come down. Talk to him anyway.
Show him your Washington.
Gnarled or not, he's going to want to see it.
Put his ear right to that bad boy.
Right up to your Washington.
Yeah.
Executive producers are Damon Broggie and Ted Wilson. We'll catch you next time.
He'll put his ear right to that. He doesn't care.
Show me Washington. It's fine.
Show me your Washington.